Right guys, vote no on Prop 8. This is hopefully going to be a short video about Prop 8, and if you don't know what Prop 8 is by now, which I think most of you do, but you know, if there's someone who's been like living in a shed for like the past however long this has actually been going on, then I'll try and explain it to you. Prop 8 is a measure on the 2008 Californian election ballot to make gay marriage illegal again in the state of California. And if the number of votes voting yes outweighs the number of votes voting no, then there will be a new section added stating that only marriage between a man and a woman is valid and recognised in the state of California. Personally, not just because I'm queer, but I don't think anyone should be denied the right to marry. It's inhumane and it's unfair. You know, love is the purest of all emotions, and there's no reason to neglect that based on your sex, your gender or your sexuality. And for all people voting yes on Prop 8, you know, see if you lived for like a day in the shoes of a gay person, you wouldn't survive, really, you wouldn't. And you know, basically you'd feel like shit knowing that it's illegal, or it could be illegal for you to get married to the person you love. You know what I mean? Like, and don't start on the sanctity of marriage thing or protecting marriage, because how is gay marriage going to make this worse? Like, really, it's not. Over half of heterosexual marriages end up in divorce. And you know, like Britney Spears had a 55-hour marriage to a childhood friend, so I don't really think many people think of it as sacred. But you know, exactly, couples like straight couples, I'm not saying gay couples will not do this, because you know, you probably will get some people out there who will, but you know, the straight couples that you know, they marry for the purpose of fraud or arranged marriages, you know, or just really short marriages, like people who are married a few weeks or whatever, a few months. Whereas there's some gay people in the world who have been together for 25 years and they're not allowed to get married. Really, that is so unfair. And you know, love is a human right, and there isn't any basis to neglect that on the basis of the two people, whatever sex they are, whatever gender or sexuality they are. Yeah, and between 1850 and 1977, California's marriage statuses used gender neutral language, and there was no reference to a man and a woman marrying even. I'll try and beep that out. And then on June 17, 2008, gay marriage was made illegal. Made legal. This is such a messy crap video. Sorry, right. Made legal. Yeah. Basically, you know, gay people didn't vote on the marriage of straight people, so why should straight people have the right to vote on the marriage of gay people? That is unfair, and you know, people, I think it's really unfair. A lot of people are going to be really biased. You know, homosexuality is not wrong, it's not a bad thing, it's not something to discriminate against, and it's no reason to take someone's human rights away just because they fell in love with someone of the same sex. It's not like, you know, bam, they woke up one day and they were like, you know what, I think I'm going to be gay. And you know, people don't choose to be gay or bisexual or, you know, transgender, whatever. You didn't wake up one day and you're like, I think I'm going to be straight. You know, it doesn't work like that. And I don't understand how people can take someone's human rights away or discriminate against someone based on something they didn't choose. You know, it's not like you don't, well, I don't know anyone or of anyone who would discriminate against, you know, someone that has blue eyes or someone that has brown eyes or someone that has hazel eyes or green eyes. You know, it doesn't work like that. So I don't see why people, you know, discriminate and try and take away human rights of someone just because they're gay. I do. I think it's totally pointless and totally unfair. You know, it doesn't affect straight people's marriages. If a gay couple get married, you know, the only way it's going to affect your life is, you know, you might see them walking down the street. But if they didn't get married, you're still going to see them walking down that street. You know, if if a gay couple get married and you're married and they move in next door to you, that's not going to change your marriage. It's not going to make you and your wife or your husband or whatever break up. It's not like that. It doesn't work like that. It's not going to affect your marriage. It's not going to affect your life. So why are you voting yes on property and trying to make it illegal? It's not a crime. You know, no one gets hurt or harmed physically or mentally. And like, see if like the majority of the people voting yes on property to make it illegal are, you know, they're going to be religious and think that it's a sin. But you know, marriage is I can't think of the word right now, but it's a legal oath taken by two individuals, and legal oath taken by two individuals, and by law that's not influenced by religion. Why should one person's religion affect everyone? Like, America has a million different religions, and just because your religion is against that, I don't think you have the right to take someone's right away to get married. I think that the religious answer is a joke, and just because if you don't believe in something, if you don't believe in gay marriage, you know, you wouldn't like it if someone told you that you weren't allowed to marry, or that you were sick or disgusting, or, you know, you're a sinner. You know, you can't take someone's rights away like that. Yeah, it's wrong, it's unfair, and it's inhumane. And to be honest, I can't believe it's still an issue in today's society. I mean, this is 2008 and it's ridiculous. So this November 4th, vote no on Prop 8. And like, you know, I'm not asking you to, you know, become all gay rights, go to gay pride and like bake gay rights like cakes or, you know, cookies. I'm not asking you to stick a rainbow flag out your window. I'm asking you to be fair and just, you know, be fair. Equality. Don't make someone feel like shit because you vote against them being allowed to marry. It's unfair. So this